Hi DisNerds, welcome back to the channel. And today is going to be a little something different. I am going to do a Disney inspired eyeshadow look. So I did this the other day when I went to go see The Little Mermaid and I thought it came out really cute. So I'm going to show it to you. And if you guys like it, maybe I can do a little series on it. So without further ado, let's get into the makeup routine. The foundation that I use, I do a mixture of two, so I make my own concoction. So I really like this combination of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in the shade 180, and then the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 1C1 Cool Bone. Like 3 to 4 pumps of this, and then 3 to 4 pumps of the Estee Lauder. Just stipple it on until you get the consistency you want. But like, look at this. It covers my acne so well. Also, don't forget to bring it down the neck. Oh, and it's thundering out. So this foundation is very buildable. Okay, so the next best powder that I was able to find that's similar to the Urban Decay Velvetizer is the Pat McGrath. It's called Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Setting Powder, and it's in the shade Light Medium 2. So it is a little bit on the more yellow side, but it still works with my skin tone. They do only have 3 colors. They have a light medium, a medium, and then a dark. Very finely milled, and it works great under the eyes. That's one thing that I loved about the Velvetizer, because it was so finely milled powder that it prevented my eyes from creasing, like underneath the eyes. But I do the forehead first before doing anything else. And it is coming down, y'all. I love weather like this. So I really love this liquid blush that I found from Walmart from Profusion. It's called Blush Hour. It's a soft matte liquid blush, and then it's in the color Bellini. So this is what it looks like. Super pretty packaging. So it's a pretty like nudie peachy color. And they do have several colors. I'm using a Morphe Y10 brush. And you just kind of tap it in and blend it. But yeah, see? Blends beautifully. I'm going to do the other side. Concealer. It's the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. It's fairly new. Mixed up. And now I'm going to switch over to the medium-sized brush. And I'm going to use this to conceal under my eyes. So I want to be looking at the mirror that I have over here. So pardon me. So when you have more mature skin, you have to make the funny face. Stretch out that skin. Get that concealer all up in the creases and blend it. Sometimes you have to add a little more. I added a little bit around my nose. Blend it. Okay, and then don't crease your eye. Talk like an old person. Take your foundation and your Y11 brush, grab some of the powder, tap some of the excess off, and set it right away. But yeah, no creasing. Perfection. I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so both of my under eyes are powdered. Now, since I'm not going to the park, I'm not gonna use my super expensive powder to put on my cheeks, because that's more for oil control. So I try to only use that on my T-zone area, because this is $40, people. $40. So I'm gonna use this NYX one that I had from the Snoopy collection or Peanuts collection, and just put the powder on my cheeks and my chin area and down my neck. And this is what the powder looks like. It's a little bit thicker, not as finely milled. Make sure no tackiness, everything's dry, to the setting spray. All right, so my go-to setting spray, of course, Urban Decay All Nighter. Shake it up and spray your face. And here we go. All right, now take your fan. Act like an old lady with no teeth. And dry that shit. All right, so now that your skin is dry from the setting spray, now I'm gonna put my bronzer on. So I'm gonna take my Morphe Y4, so it's like a bit of an angled brush. And then I'm gonna be taking my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Longwear Matte Bronzer. I cannot talk, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so as you can see, I've used it. It smells like chocolate. Makes you want to eat it, but no, don't eat it. It's not digestible. I mean, it could, but I don't know how well that will sit with you. But yeah, so I just put the bronzer and I kind of tap it in, kind of blend it in with the blush. See, so pretty. Now I'm gonna do the temples and the forehead. To take some on the nose, I just put the bronzer on here. Or I do try to put bronzer here to somewhat hide my double chin, but as you guys have seen in my previous videos, if you guys watched, I am terrible at angling my camera to avoid showing my double chin, so I just show it to you in all its glory. So we're gonna go on to the eyebrows, and that is my most time consuming because as you can see, I only have half a brow. Okay, so the first step I do is outline the shape of my brow using the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Ash Brown. I usually use espresso, but ash brown is what I had because I typically need something a little bit darker since I'm missing half of my brow. So since it doesn't give me the full coverage, and since this just won't help with my oily skin, I do add the Maybelline Brow Gel, which I'm hoping to God that they're not getting rid of this too, because I had a hard time finding another one because I'm almost out of this. So I really hate it when makeup brands get rid of something you absolutely love. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna outline my brows. Voila. Now it stays kind of tacky, so what I like to do and what helps keep my brows from getting like super oily or rubbing off at any point, I use the eyebrow definer powder book from Beauty Creations, and as you can see, I've used a lot of it. I have another angled brush that is just used for powder only, so I'm gonna take these two shades and just put it on the wet brow gel and set it, and it gives me more coverage too, since this is just pretty much on my skin since I don't have hair over here. I'm gonna use concealer to prime my eyes, well, the rest of the concealer that I used under the eye to prime my eyelids and clean up under the brows. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a lighter brow shade. So I'm gonna use this one and just kind of blend it in so it's not so harsh. Okay. Now, this is my good brow. This is my pain in the ass brow. They are sisters, not twins. But anyways. I know there's a lot of controversy with Jeffree Star and his people using his eyeshadow palettes. I don't give a who, what, nat. If you have good eyeshadow palettes for a decent price, I'm gonna buy it. And I had gone on his website a couple of months ago, and he had like this bundle where you get like 6 palettes for, it was like $130, I want to say, and each palette is like 50 bucks a piece, if not more. And that was a steal, and there was a lot of palettes in that bundle that I was really wanting to get, but I never got. So I'm going to be using 2 of those palettes today. So here is one of them. It is this one, which is the Bloodlust palette, which is the purple. This is the eyeshadow palette. Okay, this is the one. And I'm going to be using one more, which is the Blood Money. These shadows. And then this is the green palette. We'll see. All right, so I'm gonna take a brush. This is a Morphe M518 brush, and I'm just gonna take the lightest shade in here, which is called Your Majesty, and I'm just gonna plop this under the brow. And then kind of blend the concealer here. Just want everything blended correctly. Okay, so then I'm gonna take my Jeffree Star Morphe brush, and I can't even see the number on here, but I don't even think they sell these anymore, but it's a wider tip. And I'm gonna take Vivid Mood. Yeah, I'm gonna take Vivid Mood for right now and put that on the lid. And make sure you leave the inner corner untouched, because we're gonna pop a different color in there. Yeah, M514, which is a smaller dome tip. And I'm gonna take Deviant, which is a lighter purple. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna blend it into the crease. Because again, you want everything blended very nicely. You don't want anything looking crazy or patchy. Actually, these shadows don't even leave patchiness. These shadows are fantastic. Now you may have to go back and forth to get a good blend, and then you'll lose some of the pigment, so you have to keep packing it back on. And then go back into the light shade and blend it again. Look how pretty that is. Wow. So now I'm gonna take, I want a little bit darker on the outer corner, so I'm going to mix Blood Queen and also again with the Vivid Mood to get a nice blend, just a little bit darker on the outside. And I'm using the Morphe M573 brush, so that's what it looks like. So just a little bit of the pigment and Gonna stamp it on, blend, kind of bring it in the crease a little bit. Adding some more. You could even do this with an Ursula vibe. She's one of my favorite villains. And then if you need to, go back into your light shade Deviant, I don't know. And just blend it back out on the crease. See, before, after. So yeah, I like it. The lower lash line. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M431, which is like a pencil brush. And I'm going to start off with Crocodile Tears, and then I'm going to go over top with Chameleon Fetish over top. So, let me take that. And that. Do that grandma look. Into Chameleon Fetish. So it kind of brightens up, putting that lighter shade on top kind of makes it look like her tail. Now, if you really want it to pop more, put a shimmery shade. You can do Emerald Estate, which I did last time and I really liked it. So we're gonna blend that too. All right, so now I'm gonna do my inner corner. Morphe M213, which is this brush. And I'm gonna go into Poison Ivy and then put Divine Intervention on top. Still want that green themed. Let's see. And just blend it with the green and the purple on top. How pretty. I love this color. Now I'm going to go into Divine Intervention and pack it right in the middle. Bam! Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. I love it. I love it. All right, so now I'm gonna line my waterline, and I'm gonna use the Pat McGrath Labs Legendary Wear Velvet Kohl Eyeliner. This off camera, but I'm gonna line the top and the bottom. All right, and the moment of truth, the eyeliner. Now, this product I don't see in stores anymore, but however, I did find it on Amazon, and I just bought myself a new one because the one that I had was I didn't have much left because it does evaporate a little bit and it is drying out a bit. But it's called Hypnotic Lights. It's a holographic eye topper from Milani. And it's this beautiful blue shade, but it has a purple hint to it as well. So it's like a greenish bluish with purple and a little bit of like gold to it. So it's super beautiful. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, you could see kind of like that purple shift when I do that. How pretty. So I'm just taking that and just putting it on my mirror. Now I'm going to use this Suava Beauty 610 brush, super fine tip. I'm just going to grab some of the product with the bottom So I always start at the bottom lash line. So you got that initial start first. And then just bring it in. And then start filling it in. Then follow your lash line. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to do this without breathing. Now try not to look up. You have to wait till it dries. I mean, it dries pretty quickly, but you want to be as careful as possible. Again, if you have a fan, use your fan to dry it completely. Trying to make sure there's no empty gaps. All right, so I did the other one off camera. How pretty. I love this. I'm so sad that they don't carry this in the store anymore. I don't even think I told you a name. Number 05. That's what it's showing up. 005. So I like it. I think it's pretty. But anyway. All right, so I'm going to do my mascara. Today I'm going to use the Telescopic Lift by L'Oreal Paris. The only thing I hate about this one is that sometimes I will poke myself in the eye using this one, so you guys got to be very careful. Sorry if I look weird. Look how pretty. See how long it makes my lashes look? I have pretty medium-sized lashes. So I think it does a really great job. Now you could put falsies on, but I find falsies annoying, so I'm just gonna leave the mascara at that. I don't typically do the bottom lashes because I'm always afraid of transfer, so I typically don't do it. All right, so for the lip liner, I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill Pout Spoken Lip Liner in Hope. I'm gonna line the lips. I don't want anything too dark. Because I think the eyes speak for itself. So, and then I'm gonna top it off with NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Spiked Toffee. I love this color, it's so pretty. So I know this is a little bit darker than the liner, but it just blends in together beautifully. I have really tiny lips, so yeah. And then I'm gonna set the face one more time. And then dry it. All right, so it's dry. So let me do my hair and then I will be back to show you the finished look. Man. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I put on a red shirt so I could have at least some sort of red to represent her hair. But yeah, so this is the finished look. And I scrunched my hair today because, again, you saw it raining earlier, so it's very humid outside. So I didn't feel like straightening my hair today. So I just put some mousse and scrunched it up. And once it dries, it will be a little bit poofier. But, you know, it's more about the makeup. I like it. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Would you do it? Would you wear it? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, adults will dress up in like specific colors or kind of dress like the characters to represent their favorite characters. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can do this too. You know, represent their colors, you know, do some funky eye makeup. You know, that's always fun. Why not? I do it. And I'm 36 and I still do it. Which character would you like to see next? I'll see you guys next time. Bye, DisNerds.